ability at that position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Lindsey. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's nickel. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Mitchell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
So scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got the 1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. They'll punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to pass. It's nickel. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Frank. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to pass. It's Frank. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Give to the running back. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air, it's Frank. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Turner. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got him downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Western Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to change this route. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Tipton. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to do it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looking to throw, it's nickel. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Back Tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The screen, and watch out.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Frank. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but they still moving forward. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
On the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks have it with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Dropping back, it's Frank. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mitchell. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Frank. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense in an empty set. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Tipton. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside. Breaks into the open. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll leave it with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Frank. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages according.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Steps away. Down he goes, and the